Welcome, everyone. I am here today to introduce you to Keith.
Hello.
Our grill master, and he's going to explain these pieces of equipment that he uses when he's cooking meat. Keith, what is this big old tub thing?
This is what I use for smoking. I build a fire in the firebox, and you can smoke. You have indirect heat cooking meat.
Ah, kind of like an old oven, huh?
Yes, yeah.
That's pretty neat.
More of a smoker type thing.
And how long does smoking take?
Usually hours. It's the longest to do. It takes hours because you're indirect heat, and you're a little bit lower heat, so it takes a little bit longer. Usually 4 to 5 hours on most stuff.
Sounds like the meat tastes really cool after that.
Yeah, it's nice and juicy and smoky.
Good. All right, let's go see your other pieces of equipment. What is this big black stone thing?
This is a griddle. The best thing I like cooking on this thing is you have heat that heats it up like a big old frying pan. So you could do eggs, bacon. We've done stir fry on this thing. You can do all kind of stuff.
Ooh, sounds like fun. Can you keep things warm on this after you put them in, say, in a big oven thing over there?
Yeah, you can turn it down on low, and it'll be like a small little warming pan. It'll keep it warm from the bottom.
Now, would you do hamburgers in this, like the old greasy spoons?
Yeah, you definitely could do hamburgers on it, and anything you'd want to fry or cook in a pan. It's just way bigger.
Okay, so the flavoring on this one comes from what you're putting in the meat,
Yeah,
right?
the season.
Rather than this machine.
Yeah, this doesn't give any kind of flavor from the smoke or anything like this. This is just a heat, and then whatever you season your meat to, or season whatever you're cooking, that's where it gets the flavor.
Ah, terrific. Now show us about this other built-in. Keith, this is beautiful. What is it?
This is a gas grill. So this is kind of like the big smoker that you have fire, but this is fired by propane. So it does not have smoke flavor or anything like that. So you can do steaks, you can do hamburgers on this, you can do pork chops, whatever you want to do, and you can grill it on here.
That's neat. So this is grilling with direct flame.
Yes.
The other one was grilling with just a big flat.
Yeah, just a heat.
And the other one is smoking because it takes the smoke in from the fire.
Yes, so it's indirect heat on that one, and the flavor of the smoke soaks into the meat.
That's fantastic. 3 different ways that we do today to do meat. And I love that several of these help us understand how ancient man did his meat as well. Welcome to the modern campfire cooking. This is the type of cooking that Homo erectus would have done back in the ancient times. Direct fire, meat hanging over it. The difference is today, this one is a fancy propane fuel. And they're cooking very well. Now this is our chef, Keith, who's preparing spare ribs for us. Keith, what are you doing to them?
Putting a dry rub on it. I like a little salt and pepper on this thing, but just so you can see it in there, so it soaks in a little bit. And then you can add whatever kind of seasoning you like.
And what kind are you using?
This time I'm using this Jack Daniel's.
Ah. Now
Seasoning.
does that mean you cook it in a beer or a whiskey or something?
No, it's just got the flavor to it. It's not going to have no alcohol. Just have a little bit of flavor to it. You just want to put a good dry rub on it. Then you want to, I like to push it in, like make sure it stays in there.
Now what does the dry rub do? Just flavor it, or does it lock seasoning, lock moisture into the meat?
It just seasons it. Seasons it real good. When you do spare ribs, you want to make sure you flip it over and season both sides real good.
Now what's the difference, Keith, between spare ribs and short ribs? Because we also have some short ribs
On the
here,
baby back ribs,
or baby backs.
they take, so what they do is they cut them, and then you take the meatiest part, and the baby back ribs are just more meat, the meatier part of the spare ribs.
Oh, very interesting. Thank you. Chef Keith, what stage are we at now with the grilling of which are these?
These are the spare ribs. So what we like to do is we take them off the smoker, off the indirect heat, and I like to put a little barbecue sauce on them and just grill them and kind of char the barbecue sauce, make it a little crispier, like a little flavor on it. That's what I like to do.
So how much longer will it take before these are edible? They smell wonderful.
Oh, we're probably here like maybe 20 minutes at the most. We're just trying to get the barbecue sauce cooked on there. I like it a little bit
Crunchy.
crunchier, yeah.
Oh, sounds wonderful. I wonder if Homo erectus had problems waiting for the meat to be cooked too.
I bet he did.
The finished product, here is what it looks like. Time to eat. Let's eat.